Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Malia. Today I'll be sharing a pro list of living in Madrid after 2 years, or just like pros of Madrid, Spain after my 2-year living experience there. I miss Madrid. I love Madrid. This was supposed to be a pros and cons list. You guys, the cons, where they at? Like, honestly, there are a few cons, but I may make that like a separate video in the future. But for right now, I just wanted to focus on the pros of Madrid. There's just so much to share. And honestly, I may make a part 2 of pros because my list is longer than what I wrote down just for today's video. There's so much to love about the city of Madrid. The vibrant culture, amazing food, beautiful parks, friendly people, the amazing architecture. Madrid just has so much to offer, and I do recommend for everyone to visit. Even if you think there's like not much to do, there's so much to do. Those 1-day or 2-day itinerary lists of Madrid, Spain are fake. Okay, you can see a lot of like main things of Madrid in like 1 day, but you're not really gonna be getting the full experience. Even after my 2 years, I still feel like I needed so much more time to see everything and explore and learn. But in the 2 years, I did get to know a lot. So I'm gonna share some of my favorite things of Madrid. If you'd like to know my whole experience on how I ended up in Madrid for a couple years, like what job I have a separate video on this. Yeah, either I'll add it to this video and I'll also add it to the description below for you guys to check out. There's a lot of good information in that one. So I do recommend it. I mean, I did create it, but it's a pretty good one, in my opinion. Without further ado, let's hop into the video. Okay, the first pro, the quality of life in Madrid, in Spain in general, is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Whenever someone would ask me my favorite part about Madrid, like living there, traveling, I always say it's the way that these people live. Like everything in their life is just so much more slowed down. They're so much more present. I don't know. I just feel like they prioritize their happiness so much more, and like they're not all work, work, work. Because I'm from the United States, right? So I feel like here a lot of people are very career driven, money hungry, and not saying that's a bad thing, especially to like live in this country. You need to be very motivated and disciplined, whatever. Like I understand that. But at the same time, I feel like in the US, people care a lot more about their career and money than their actual like life and like what they're supposed to be doing here in this world, which is enjoying life. And I just feel like Spanish people do a really, really good job of that. Just like a simple difference is like after work, people are getting like some tapas together, a bite to eat, some drinks, and they'll just sit outside for hours just enjoying each other's company. And I feel like people don't do that in the US. Like we wait until the weekend to actually be social, have the energy to do other things. I don't know. I just feel like that is just something that you don't see a lot around here, and it's kind of depressing. Like I would go on walks in Madrid and I would just get so happy just to see other people just like living their life. That is one of my favorite things of Madrid, and I just love the quality of life there. The second thing is culture. There's so much cultural enrichment in Madrid. Like there's so many different museums to go to, especially for art. The Prado and Reina Sofia are probably like the most popular museums. But yeah, there's a lot of like art museums and music, dancing, like flamenco. Oh my gosh, flamenco is so cool. Go to a flamenco show if you're in Madrid, if you're in Spain, because it's such a fun experience to watch. And having Madrid being the capital city of Spain, like there's just so much more to learn about and to see, and I just think it's so cool and it has so much to offer. But yeah, like I said, I like going to art museums the most, so I would do that when my mom or my friends would come visit me in Madrid. So I would check out a lot of museums, but there's also so many exhibitions to see. And if you ever go to Matadero, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, they always have like different exhibitions going on. I just think those like good places to go to. I feel like the culture shock in Madrid is like all positive things. I don't know, I could do a whole video on culture shock and reverse culture shock, because I feel like reverse culture shock is rough, is like way worse than actual culture shock. But yeah, that's just another thing that I really enjoyed in Madrid, is just seeing all the differences between cultures compared to what I'm used to in the United States. Number 3, safety. So before I moved to Spain, everyone always tell me like, oh, be careful, like you're gonna get pickpocketed, it's so dangerous there. It is more dangerous in the US than it is in Spain. Like I felt so comfortable being there. I never felt danger like 1 day in Spain. Maybe I did at some point, but there's not like a memory of me being in Madrid and me like fearing for my life or like getting pickpocketed. I will say, people get pickpocketed very easily, but I'm sorry, usually it's because you're drunk, or sometimes like the scheme, the plan of people pickpocketing, the pickpocketers, they're just too good, okay? If you're in a metro and they're bumping into you, your phone's gone, your wallet's gone, something is gone that's probably important to you. For most part, the safety in Madrid was like amazing. Like I was honestly so surprised how comfortable and like confident I would feel just like walking alone in the city. I could be coming home from like a dinner with my friends, a bar, a club at like 3 in the morning. Mom, don't freak out. But yeah, 3 in the morning, walking by myself. Literally no problems. No one ever gave me any issues, never had any bad interactions with people. But I think the thing that made it the most comfortable is that everyone is just like awake so late because everything stays open so late. So like me walking home for like 20 minutes, I'm passing so many people on the street. There's just people everywhere. So that makes it a lot more comfortable in being alone at night, especially. But any other time throughout the day, I never had any problems with anything. So safety in Madrid is very, very good. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. It's so annoying when people do that. Public transportation. Being from the United States, we really don't have much public transportation unless you live in like a major city. And even that, like the public transportation just like isn't the best. It's not as clean, it's not as safe. Living in the US, like you need a car. If you don't live in a major city with the public transportation, which once again isn't the best, you need a car. Go to work, go to the supermarket, just any errands you need to run. It's really difficult if you don't have a car, and not everyone has the option to have a car. So just having the option of public transportation everywhere in Madrid is so nice. Yeah, like I was saying, I love how clean the public transportation is in Madrid. The metro, cercanías, and the buses were all super nice. I just love how convenient the public transportation was. Also, can I mention about how affordable it was? For the first year in Madrid, I would pay 20 euros a month for unlimited rides on the metro, buses, and on the cercanías, which is like the train for further areas outside the city. It was unlimited for 20 euros, but you guys, my second year in Madrid, I paid 8 euros a month. 8 euros. If I pay for 5 months worth of like Madrid transportation, that's like me filling up my tank one time with my car here. Ugh, it hurts. Yeah, I don't know if it's that cheap anymore because I know they were like changing it a lot, but either way, it's so affordable. And I think if you're 26 or older, there's like a certain age limit. It gets more expensive because then you have to pay for the zones instead of getting unlimited rides. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it worked before, because my friend had to start paying for 2 different zones because she worked with me at the school that we worked at because we were both language assistants, but then she also was taking her master classes in Madrid as well, so she had to go to 2 different areas. So she had to pay a lot more money, but she still got a discount on it, so still really good. But yeah, public transportation, A+. That's my score in Madrid. Love you guys. Food. Okay, when I first studied abroad in Madrid, my idea, my connection with food changed so much. Like I returned back to the US and food just wasn't the same. So when I started living in Madrid, I was so excited about the food, how fresh it is, the different foods I can try, because there's not a lot of Spanish food like in my town. We have like Mexican food, Asian food, Italian food, but Spanish food like isn't that popular. So I was so excited to try some more Spanish food, and I don't know, I just love the food scene in Madrid. But obviously we have to first talk about Spanish food. There's so many amazing restaurants with tapas and seafood. Am I singing? With tapas, seafood, jamon, menu del dias. Like there's so many different things to try, and I'm gonna be completely honest, Spanish food is not my favorite. I didn't eat that much Spanish food. I would definitely be eating Spanish food like a couple times a week, but I wasn't eating it every single day. I like it, but I think southern Spain has the best Spanish food, especially if you're a seafood fan like I am. I just feel like southern Spain, like Sevilla, their food is chef's kiss. It's so good. Madrid is still good. It still has a lot of good different spots, a lot of good tapas bars. I definitely could have like branched out and tried other food, other Spanish food or other Spanish restaurants. I mean, some of my favorite memories in Madrid would just be like going to a tapas bar with my friends on a Sunday and getting tapas and tinto de verano. Such a good drink. Don't get sangria, get tinto de verano. It's so much better. It's red wine with lemon soda. It's like, oh, it's perfect. Those were just like always fun days, but I'd always kind of get like the same types of food. I would like try new things here and there, but like not really my favorite. Churros? Oh my gosh, I haven't had a churros since I came back to the United States. I used to eat churros every single Friday, mostly because my school gave out churros every single Friday with like chocolate. But oh my gosh, just so good. So yeah, Madrid does have a huge international like cuisine scene, I will say. I've always loved Asian food, but living in Madrid is really where I took off with the Asian food. The Asian food there is so good, whether it's like sushi, ramen, pho, hot pot, like dumplings. Oh my, there's just so many good Asian restaurants in Madrid, but there's also so many like Italian, Indian, Mediterranean, Greek. Like there's just so many different restaurants, and like I said, the cuisine scene is so good. Definitely while you're in Spain, don't just eat the Spanish food. That may be a controversial opinion, but it's my opinion, so I don't care. Oh, if you were in Madrid during the end of October, definitely look out for tapapias. So this is a food event held in Lavapiés, which is like a very, like I would say like the most diverse neighborhood in Madrid. And there's like 100 or over 100 participating like tapa bars or even like just like different restaurants. And so for €3, I think like €3 to €5, because some of them like have raised the prices, but usually for €3 you can get a tapa and a drink at all these little tapa bars. And this is like a great time to try out different food, branch out to different restaurants, and this is such a fun event, and definitely go. I wish I went my first year. I don't think I knew about it my first year, so I went my second year, and I want to go back literally just for that. I loved it. It was so fun. Vibrant nightlife. This is one thing Madrid is like known for, or even just like Spain in general. They are known for their nightlife, and there's a reason for it, okay? There are so many clubs and so many unique bars in the city. Okay, let me first start off with the clubs, the discotecas, okay, right? So the discotecas or clubs, you usually will pay like €20 for an entrance fee, but you typically get 2 drinks included with that ticket. I don't think I realized how nice that was until I moved back to the US, because one cocktail is already almost $20, and I was getting 2 drinks for €20, which is very close to $20. Look it up online. But I definitely did not take advantage of that. Yeah, that is like a really, really nice perk, I will say, about going to the clubs. Oh, and on top of that, people love going out because they stay open until like 6 in the morning. I don't know if no, I lasted a couple times at 6 in the morning, but it's not for the weak. It's very hard to do, I will say. You'll have a fun time. I feel like when clubs or bars close at 2 a.m., I feel like I didn't get enough time. For me, I can go home from the club at like 4 a.m. That's like a good time. Leave at 4 a.m., get McDonald's at 5 a.m., go to sleep at 6 a.m. I don't know how I was doing that, but it's rough, but it's fun, and I would do it again. But the clubs are so fun. My favorites are Panda and Basement, so check out those. And then for the bars, I just love how unique and like the different themes of the bars are. And I don't know, it's just like I'm more of a bar person than a club person these days, because I'm getting old. I'm 25. But the bars are just like some of my favorites. I would always go to bars in Malasaña. There's always a bunch like lined up together. I will say that the bars in Madrid are like kind of small, so you do want to make sure that you're getting there kind of early, not like around like 1 in the morning. Like my friends and I would go at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, which is honestly kind of early. We at least would get a spot, especially if there was like a big group with us. We'd be able to like take our time, have a few drinks, and if we wanted to, go to a different bar after that. But like that's just my recommendation. Go there like a little bit earlier than like you would go to the club. One of my favorite things about Madrid were the parks. Literally bury me there. Like I loved the parks in Madrid. There are so many different parks. I think Retiro is probably the most popular one. That's the one that has like the rowboats that you can do. That park is huge. Like it's so big, which is like kind of overwhelming, but it's so nice. I would go biking around there. My mom loved that park too. There's the Crystal Palace there to go visit. It just, oh, it's so nice. But my all-time favorite park is Templo de Debod. I just have so many good memories there, and it's a lot more chill, I feel like, because it's not as big as Retiro, not even close to being as big as Retiro. It's like it just feels a lot more like connected with everyone there, and you can just like hear all the music, people playing their guitars. people having picnics. I would always have picnics with my friends there. We'd watch the sunset, and just like the laughter around, the conversations around. It's just like the sound of people, the sound of pure people. That's what Temple de Bod reminds me of, and like makes me feel. It's just perfect. I feel like I'm saying perfect a lot in this video, but like it's true. Wait, I'm tearing up. I'm confused. Dang it. You guys, I just did my makeup. I can't do this. Why am I tearing up? Probably because I'm staring at the snow outside my window in Chicago. And I'm thinking about parks in Madrid, which is just beautiful. Anyways, a lot of good memories. I'm gonna move on because I'm getting emotional about parks in Madrid. Weather. The weather in Madrid is like really nice. I feel like year round, it's a pretty moderate temperature. The winters don't get too cold, but this is just my opinion. I'm from Chicago, so for me, the winters like really aren't that bad, but the summers, wow, the summers are hot. I'm gonna put this in my cons video, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but the fall and the spring in Madrid, like beautiful, from like September to end of November, and I would say from like March to beginning of June before it gets really hot. Those are like the perfect months to visit. But yeah, the weather is like really nice, so I did appreciate that about Madrid. Oh, and you get 4 seasons, which is nice. There's not really snow in Madrid, so it doesn't feel as like winter vibes as like as it is here right now, but it still gets colder, so don't think it's just like warm all year round. Coffee shops, cafes, bakeries. Oh my god, this may be one of the main things I missed about Madrid also. Dang, I just missed a lot, apparently. There's just so many of these like cafes and coffee shops, and I loved being able to like walk outside my apartment, go in any direction, like maybe walk 5 minutes and go to any coffee shop or cafe. They were just so good. I don't even drink coffee, like, but I would buy coffee just so I could like have the full experience and like go into a coffee shop. I love coffee shops. I have a video actually about Madrid coffee shops, and I'll also link this video in the description below. I think I just showed like 5 different coffee shops, but they're just so cool. I just love them all, and there's so many good pastries to try out, also very affordable, which is always a plus. Also, there's a lot of cafes that have like a weekend brunch deal, which I did not know about until my second year in Madrid. So I would go to PumPum Bakery or PumPum Cafe, and they would have this 10 euro brunch deal. Amazing. So either you get a coffee or a tea. I usually would do coffee. You would get a glass of orange juice, a croissant, a granola yogurt bowl, and then like an eggs Benedict on like avocado toast. What? Like all that for 10 euros, you guys. Like definitely look into those and keep an eye out, because once I learned about that, I was like, oh, I gotta find all these different places to go to. Check out PumPum. I'll also list that in the description below. There's 2 different locations that I know of, so I'll put that in the description for you guys. I really like their food. Nice, relaxing vibes. So good. I just love, every time I make a video about Madrid, I like go from being serious to like smiling a lot through it. And I don't know, I just feel like the excitement is here. Like the beginning, I'm just like, this is Madrid, and now I'm like, oh my god, this is Madrid. Now I kind of wish, I want to redo the beginning. Oh well. Shopping. Okay, personally, I think the stores in Spain are like amazing compared to the stores that we have in the US. We do have Zara, but it's not Spanish Zara. It's not Spain Zara, okay? It's trashy Zara. I hate, this is a lot. I'm not a big fan of the Zara in the United States. It's just not that good. It's unorganized, it's dirty. They don't have the same type of clothing either. But in Spain, Zara, Bershka, Pull&Bear, Stradivarius, Mango. Oh my gosh, so many boutiques too. They're like, the stores are just so much better. The outfits are just so much better. There's a reason why people in Madrid look good all the time. International community. So like I mentioned before, Madrid has a huge international community, and I've met so many people from like all over the world, like not even just like Europe. I've met people from Italy, Morocco, China, South Korea, like so many places all around. And my first year in Madrid, I lived in Moncloa, which has a lot of university students over there. So I would just meet a lot of people that like lived over there. But then my second year in Madrid, I lived with 2 girls from France, 1 girl from Sevilla, which is in southern Spain, and 1 girl from Colombia. And it's just like, where, like, you don't get to have these experiences everywhere. And I just feel like Madrid is such an international hub, And I don't think people know that. But yeah, you gotta branch out to not just be with your American friends, because I kind of did that like both of my years in Spain, but I tried to like make some more friends. I don't know, that's why I wanted to like live with random people my second year and just like other things, but definitely try to like branch out, meet different people, have those conversations. I would do a lot of solo traveling, and when I would solo travel, I'd meet so many people from all over the world, but I didn't do that as much as like living in Madrid as I did on my trips, and that's something I wish I would have done more of. But I still met a lot of great people, and it's just so cool how many different people come to Madrid, especially for Erasmus. So Erasmus is like the study abroad, but for like European countries. So someone from like London or Italy coming to study abroad in Spain, if that makes any sense. So because of that program that they had, I would meet so many different people from all over the world. So cool. And Spanish people are a pro. Who would have thought? I don't know if that's mean to say. I've met some of the most friendliest and patient people in Spain that are Spanish, not that just like lived in Spain, that are Spanish people. Like from the teachers that I would work with, from the strangers on the metro I would take, people were just always so nice, helpful. The amount of times I would like be worried I like did something wrong and be like, tranquila. I'm like, okay. People were just so nice, and also people were very patient with my Spanish, with my friend's Spanish. Not everyone, but the majority were, which was like a very reassuring and like refreshing thing to like be around, like people to be around, which is like really nice, because then you're not as scared and like you want to learn, like people aren't going to be as like rude to you. But yeah, you can just tell that they live a relaxed lifestyle. I will say Madrid is a lot more buzzing and a lot more rushed compared to like southern Spain, but you can still just tell that like these people just enjoy their life so much, and it's just like a bright like aura. I don't even know, it's just so nice. I miss a lot of people from there. I didn't have any bad experiences, especially, you know, being black and being a black woman. I didn't have any bad experiences, at least that I know of. Maybe someone was saying something about me, but it was in Spanish. I didn't understand them. But to my face, I met a lot of nice people. I would just like to thank them for sharing their home with me for 2 years. I love Madrid. If you can't tell by this video, I love Madrid a lot. Madrid has so many amazing things to offer and just so many opportunities for you guys to experience. And I hope this video finds the right people that are either visiting Madrid or traveling to Madrid, or maybe for those who never thought about visiting Madrid, and hopefully now it is on your guys' list. I really do. But yeah, I hope this resonates with the people that appreciate Spanish charm, Madrid charm, everything amazing about that city. I would like you guys to share your favorite memory or favorite thing about Madrid if you have been, or if you currently live there. I will be going back in the future, and I'm always looking for new things to do, new things to try, and I just like love hearing about other people's experiences. So definitely let me know in the comments down below. Please share, you guys. I like when you guys share, because then it feels more like a connection with people. Looking back and like reflecting on my time in Madrid, it was definitely a pivotal point in my life for my personal experience, and like I learned so many valuable lessons. But yeah, I'm very glad I got to call Madrid my home for the 2 years I was there. I miss it every day. I miss it a lot, but I will be back, and it will be an amazing time when I go back. I'm already so excited. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'll be going back hopefully sometime soon. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Apparently I look bald in that whole video. I'm kind of mad about that.